Chapter 1042. Chi Blood Spear Translator. Muobo Studio Editor. Muobo Studio Chi Blood Palace. Leader and Bei Feng Knight were known not to be trifled with. Luo Feng quickly waved his golden wings and flew off in another direction. I didn't expect to be discovered so soon, he muttered. The whirlpool portal to the outside is likely to have been discovered already. If I go there, I'll be walking into a trap. Well, I'll just go to another original star. Through another whirlpool portal, Chi Blood Palace leader and Bei Feng Knight looked at him indifferently. Apparently, everything was under their control. It's your turn, Chi Blood Palace leader said. Bei Feng looked at Luo Feng in the distance. His eyes glinted. Suddenly, the flow of time surrounding him twisted. An invisible soul attack immediately caught Golden Horned Beast and penetrated his body. It quickly started to consume his godly power. Each part of his godly power contained a soul imprint, meaning Luo Feng would be doomed if he was eroded. Seal Power Pearl let out countless threads and connected the entire godly body. Instantly, hong, 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 the soul erosion assaulted his soul. However, Luo Feng had a mighty willpower in addition to a tower pearl to guard it. Soul erosion couldn't affect Luo Feng at all. Bei Feng Knight looked contentedly at Golden Horned Beast, flying in one direction and slowing down because of the resistance. He transmitted his voice to Chi Blood Palace leader. I don't think I successfully eroded his soul, he said, but he must have been affected when he tried to defend himself from my soul attack. Now, it's your turn. Ha ha. Just wait and see, Chi Blood Palace leader said. He charged at Golden Horned Beast like a flash of light. Bei Feng Knight was following him. Golden Horned Beast. Chi Blood Palace leader called out as he raised the ancient spear in his hand. The 3 blood stains on the tip glowed with countless bloody lore engravings. Chi Blood Palace leader emanated bloody energy. His eyes turned red, and he quickly pressed on toward Golden Horned Beast. Break! Chi Blood Palace leader growled and burned his godly power. At the same time, a huge amount of godly power was infused into his spear. He waved his spear fiercely. Pooh! The spear pierced toward Golden Horned Beast, who just noticed it and tried to close his wings to protect himself. Jiang. The spear was so forceful that the space it passed through was twisted wickedly, forming visible space ripples. It punctured the wing of Golden Horned Beast. Peng! This weapon was mighty. Golden Horned Beast bounced away under the force of the shock wave. It was like he'd been hit by a planet. Go! Don't let him escape, Chi Blood Palace leader said. Su! Bei Feng Knight and Chi Blood Knight chased after Golden Horned Beast. So powerful, Golden Horned Beast thought after the blast. He could feel the extent of his injury. I pretended to be affected because I wanted to test the power of the terrific spear. No wonder it's so famous. Even my Shi Wu Wing didn't help to resist it. Luo Feng already knew that the more powerful an attack was, the less useful an ordinary true treasure armor would be. Against it, Shi Wu Wing was a flying true treasure. Although the wing could be utilized as a shield, it was, after all, inferior to real armor-type true treasures. Luo Feng speculated that Shi Wu Wing only weakened the attack by half, while force armor weakened it by 99.99%. Together, Golden Horned Beast bore 1/20,000th of the power of the Chi Blood Spear. That was like a drill, said Luo Feng. The power still entered my godly body after piercing through Shi Wu wing and force armor until it was annihilated by my godly body completely. Luo Feng was startled. Regardless, I was still injured. Although the injury was nothing given the enormous godly body, the Golden Horned Beast had been injured. Luo Feng was still in shock. If it hadn't been for the force armor, if he had only been wearing an ordinary true treasure armor, he could only drive the second form. If that had been the case, it would have been lucky if that armor could weaken the attack to 1/10 its original strength. 1/20,000th compared to 1/10, a difference of 2,000 times. That meant that if someone was over 1,000 times stronger than the other, he could annihilate his enemy with one move without consuming any energy. For instance, when a pinnacle emperor wanted to kill an undying fighter, he could easily do so without consuming any of his godly power. What? Why is his still so powerful? Chi Blood Palace leader said. He was shocked. Even if he wielded the third form of an ordinary true treasure armor, he could, at most, only weaken the power by 99%. I performed my ultimate technique by consuming almost 1/1000th of my godly body and using Chi Blood Spear. He should have been severely injured. Shoo! Golden Horned Beast waved his wing and sped up. Too fast. Chi Blood Palace leader said. Bei Feng Knight, hurry. Stop him. Leave it to me, Bei Feng Knight said as he looked up at Golden Horned Beast. He performed his soul attack again, attempting to affect Golden Horned Beast. However, instead of slowing down, Golden Horned Beast kept speeding up, nearly hitting light speed. He's not affected? Bei Feng Knight was amazed. We've been tricked, Chi Blood Palace leader said, transmitting his voice. He wasn't affected at all. He deliberately withstood my attack to demonstrate his enormous defending power. Rat bastard. He was insulting me. Insulting me. Stop him, Bei Feng Knight. I'll teach him the consequences for insulting me. Chi Blood Palace leader roared hoarsely. His eyes glinted with bloodthirstiness. Ever since obtaining his Chi Blood Spear, he had become more and more ferocious. He was usually able to control it, but when he was triggered, he would occasionally go mad. And he was the most terrifying when he went mad. Bei Feng Knight looked at Golden Horned Beast from afar and waved his hands. Su! 30,000 blade daggers showed up and flew toward the Golden Horned Beast. It was a spiritual force true treasure Bei Feng Knight owned, and as a great being proficient in soul attack, he was also good at using spiritual weapons. Even the speed of a great being couldn't compare with that of a spiritual force weapon. The spiritual weapons kept drawing near. After a short while, they surrounded Luo Feng. No, the Golden Horned Beast said. He knew he was in trouble when he saw tens of thousands of shadows flying toward him. Wing cap. Golden Horned Beast opened his golden wing. It immediately grew larger and blocked most of the black daggers. Some of them pierced through the belly of the Golden Horned Beast and kept hitting his body. Golden Horned Beast body slowed down sharply as Bei Feng Knight and Chi Blood Palace leader approached. Damn you two. Still chasing, he said. I have force armor to protect me. They really think they can hurt me? I pretended to be affected by the soul attack because I wanted to feel the power of the legendary Chi blood spear. Otherwise, they wouldn't have even had a chance to injure me. You want to stop me by using a spiritual force weapon, he said. If I use Golden Thread Aurora Mirror, it'll have a much stronger resistance power than your spiritual force weapon. Golden Horned Beast Body looked back coldly. He didn't even consider Chi Blood Palace leader and Bei Feng Knight to be a threat. Though he was far inferior when it came to attacking power, his force armor and the enormous godly could make Bei Feng Knight and Chi Blood Palace leader despair. He only wanted to test the power of Chi Blood Spear, and now he was leaving. Regardless, I need to get rid of those two, he thought. Otherwise, my plan will be seen through. I'll teach them a lesson first. Who? Golden Horned Beast Body growled and waved his wing. Hua. He turned back and dashed at Bei Feng Knight and Chi Blood Palace leader. Chi Blood Palace leader was exhilarated seeing this, and he shouted, "That stupid golden horned beast wanted to die. I'll happily satisfy his wish." Hong. Chi Blood Palace leader burned his godly body and raced toward Golden Horned Beast Body. How? Golden Horned Beast's wings struck out like blades. Ha ha ha. Bloody light flashed across the eyes of Chi Blood Palace leader, and his Chi Blood Spear was covered with bloody light as well. He had gone completely insane. It was like two stars hitting each other. Hong. The space trembled. Golden Horned Beast Body clashed against Chi Blood Palace leader with his sharp wing again and again while Chi Blood Palace leader kept dodging it. At the same time, he wielded his spear unrelentingly. The way he wielded his spear was strange. It went faster and faster, and his godly body became more and more forceful. Pooh, 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 pooh. They fought each other fiercely for several seconds. Chi Blood Palace leader backed down first. The bloody light in his eyes had already dissipated, and he was not nearly as predatory as before. What happened, Chi Blood? Bei Feng Knight asked as he flew toward him. Even your ultimate technique is not working? Your 13 spear uses the special techniques contained in Chi Blood Spear and the burning godly body. You said before that you need to burn more and more of your godly body, and few universe overlords can withstand the 13 spear. 13 spear. When the spear attacked the first time, it only consumed 1/1000th of the godly body, but the more it attacked, the more energy it consumed. And after the spear attacked 13 times, it consumed 9% of his godly body. What? Chi Blood Palace leader's eyes flared with shock and anger. Impossible. Impossible. I lost 9% of my godly body but still couldn't weaken his force. Bei Feng Knight and Chi Blood Palace leader glared at Golden Horned Beast. Golden Horned Beast looked back at them and growled. At the same time, the vigorous Golden Thread Aurora domain enveloped the hundreds of millions of square miles around them. Bei Feng Knight and Chi Blood Palace leader were completely trapped. It's a domain type valuable. Su. Golden Horned Beast Body waved his wing and flew away from the endless golden thread auroras and muttered, "Lesson taught. Got to go now. For what it's worth, this Chi Blood Palace leader is impressive. He was able to consume 1/10,000th of my godly body even with my force armor protecting me. If I were a smaller-sized universe overlord, I might have been annihilated."